Great day, companions. How are you? Today, we will discuss Alfa Romeo RL. The Alfa Romeo RL is one of the most iconic vehicles to emerge from the pre-war automotive world, representing a foundational chapter in the storied history of Alfa Romeo. This classic automobile made its debut in 1922 as one of the first cars built after the company's rebranding from ALFA Anonima Lombarda Fabbrica Automobili to Alfa Romeo, following its acquisition by entrepreneur Nicola Romeo. In this video, we will take a comprehensive look at the Alfa Romeo RL, a car that not only captivated enthusiasts during the Roaring Twenties, but also laid the groundwork for Alfa Romeo's future success in motorsports. The RL encapsulates everything that makes Alfa Romeo a legendary mark: sportiness, engineering excellence, and a passion for racing. The origins of the Alfa Romeo RL. The Alfa Romeo RL was developed as part of the company's post-World War I efforts to regain prominence in the automotive industry. Designed by Giuseppe Morosi, the RL was meant to be a high-performance, luxury touring car that could serve the dual purposes of a road-going vehicle and a racing machine. This vehicle came to market at a time when Europe was rebuilding after the devastation of the First World War, and affluent car buyers sought sophistication and performance in equal measure. The RL embodied those qualities perfectly. Its release was a statement of Alfa Romeo's ambitions to blend technological innovation with speed and elegance. The RL was a successor to the older ALFA models, but brought with it an entirely new level of refinement. Built from 1922 to 1927, the RL was available in several configurations over its production cycle, ensuring it could cater to different customer tastes and driving needs, design and engineering innovation. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Alfa Romeo RL is its engineering. Powered by a robust inline six-cylinder engine, the RL offered varying displacements through different versions, ranging from 2.9 to 3.6 liters. These engines were incredibly advanced for their time, featuring aluminum cylinder heads, overhead valves, and a twin carburetor setup in some of the racing variants. This allowed the RL to deliver impressive power figures for the 1920s, making it highly competitive both on the road and on the track. The vehicle's chassis was equally advanced. The RL utilized a ladder frame chassis, which provided the car with rigidity and strength, making it well suited for endurance races and touring purposes. It featured leaf springs and a solid axle at both the front and rear, typical of the era, but its layout and balance were engineered to provide stability even at higher speeds. Given that roads of the time were rough and unpaved, this level of engineering prowess was crucial for creating a comfortable ride without sacrificing performance. The RL was offered in several different body styles, from sporty two-seat roadsters to elegant four-door sedans. Coach builders of the time were often tasked with customizing the RL's bodywork. So many examples featured unique designs that varied from one car to another. However, Alfa Romeo's own factory designs were highly sought after for their clean lines and aerodynamics, further adding to the car's desirability. Performance on the road and track. One of the hallmarks of Alfa Romeo's RL was its dual nature, suitable for both everyday touring and competitive motorsport. The most famous variant of the RL was the RL Targa Florio, a high-performance version developed specifically for the grueling Targa Florio road race in Sicily. The Targa Florio was known for its unforgiving terrain, long distances, and tight corners, making it the perfect proving ground for any car aspiring to racing glory. In 1923, An Alfa Romeo RL, driven by Ugo Sivocci, won the Targa Florio, marking the first major international racing victory for the brand. This victory solidified Alfa Romeo's reputation as a manufacturer of high-performance vehicles capable of dominating on the world stage. The RL Targa Florio variant featured a 3.6-liter engine that produced approximately 89 horsepower, a substantial amount at the time. Thanks to its lightweight construction and superior handling, the RL became a formidable competitor in motorsports, further cementing Alfa Romeo's legacy as a racing-oriented manufacturer. This victory wasn't just a win for Alfa Romeo, it also marked the debut of the legendary Quadrifoglio emblem, the four-leaf clover symbol that became synonymous with Alfa's high-performance models. Ugo Sivocci painted the Quadrifoglio on his RL Targa Florio as a good luck charm, and after his success, the emblem became a permanent fixture on Alfa Romeo's race cars. Alfa Romeo RL's role in shaping the brand. The RL played an instrumental role in shaping Alfa Romeo's identity as a brand. During its production run, it helped establish Alfa's reputation for innovation, performance, and excellence in motorsport. In addition to the Targa Florio, the RL was entered in various endurance races, hill climbs, and grand touring events throughout Europe, where it consistently performed at a high level. While the RL was designed as a luxury touring car, its success in racing elevated the entire Alfa Romeo brand. Buyers who weren't racing enthusiasts still desired the RL because of its prestige and association with motorsport success. In a way, the RL helped blur the lines between luxury, performance, and race-bred engineering, a concept that remains core to Alfa Romeo's DNA to this day. Beyond its engineering feats and competition success, the RL's design was a perfect reflection of its era. Its long, sweeping fenders, vertical grille, and large wire-spoke wheels gave it an imposing yet elegant appearance that captured the spirit of the 1920s. Even today, the RL is considered a symbol of automotive beauty, a car that looks as graceful parked on a lawn as it does roaring down a country road. Legacy and collectibility. Although only a few hundred Alfa Romeo RLs were ever produced, the model remains highly collectible today. Surviving examples are prized for their historical significance, engineering prowess, and connection to Alfa Romeo's racing heritage. The RL represents a rare opportunity for collectors to own a piece of Alfa Romeo's early history, and as such, it commands high prices at auctions and in private sales. The car's legacy can also be seen in the impact it had on subsequent Alfa Romeo models. The RL was followed by the Alfa Romeo P2, a purpose-built Grand Prix car that took many of the lessons learned from the RL's racing efforts and applied them to a dedicated race machine. The success of the RL paved the way for Alfa Romeo's continued focus on motorsport, ultimately leading to their domination in pre-war racing. Moreover, the RL established a pattern that Alfa Romeo continues to follow, designing road cars that can also be successful in racing. This dual-purpose design philosophy has become one of the defining characteristics of Alfa Romeo vehicles throughout the decades. Conclusion: the Alfa Romeo RL is a remarkable chapter in the history of both Alfa Romeo and early 20th century automotive engineering. It combined luxury, performance, and innovation in a way that very few cars of its era could. Whether on the streets of Milan or the racetracks of Sicily, the RL proved that Alfa Romeo was a force to be reckoned with. Its legacy endures, not just as a historical artifact, but as a symbol of Alfa Romeo's relentless pursuit of speed, beauty, and engineering excellence. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the Alfa Romeo RL, make sure to subscribe for more classic car content and to explore the fascinating world of automotive history. Goodbye.